Hi, this is Lawrence Frontera, also known as a punk with toys on Instagram. Also, quickly, I'm gonna give my son a shout out again. If you're a streamer for Twitch, you do video games, he's also on there. It is LJ Frontera, LJFRONTERA, right down there. Check him out, give him a like, follow. Again, I know nothing about Twitch, but it helps him out. That's what family does, right? Anyway, today, if you watched the beginning, you saw what's going to go on. We're going to review the Masters of the Universe Origins Orko and Manny faces. Also, quickly, take a look at the date. It is August 5th, right? So today at Walmart, I did see Fisto and the new Evil Lynn. So they are dropping. And I'll tell you what, going to Walmart, they don't have anything right now. So the fact that they had two of those, I'm not sure what line those are. I mean, someone picked up the other two figures. They obviously had He-Man and Skeletor, which is nothing new. So let's take a look at the Orko package really quick. And if you are a collector of the original, you know this looks just like the original. I have to say, again, I really do like the classic look that they went for and everything. And it's nice because when you see this, like the G.I. Joe and the explosion that was on all the figures and all the different, I don't even have one up here right now. Anyway, I thought I did. The explosion and everything like that, you always think of G.I. Joe. Well, here, Master of the Universe, this is what you think of. Back, again, we have wonderful art. I really like what they've done here. I mean, whoever the artist is, I'm sure it says it on here somewhere. They do a wonderful job. So you have Orko, obviously he's messing around with Beastman there. You got Man-at-Arms. There we have the line of figures. Okay, and then how Orko sits. So, quickly, I kind of want to go with the same line because this is wave 2. So here's our Orko, and this was actually one figure I did have. I did have actually a bunch of Masters of the Universe figures when I was younger, and he is way different than the original. If you remember, the original really didn't do anything. He did have that little zip line that you would rip off and he'd go, but he was actually pretty useless. This one here comes with a nice little stand, which kind of reminds you of the way he was in the television show. And it actually does move. So if you want to adjust him, you can, which I haven't looked at my Castle Grayskull because I have it set up. But I'm wondering if you can place him somewhere on it. Take this off. Just pop. If this thing even comes off. He does. Anyway. If it goes with Castle Grayskull, again, he moves, so you can make it look like he's doing all kinds of weird stuff. Now, they did give him nice posability in his head, which never had before. It actually gives him some character. He's not just this piece of plastic just sitting there like an ornament that you would put on your tree. You know, his arms do move, so you can actually kind of get him to make him look like he's just like, completely embarrassed. He's hiding his head here. Here you're seeing his eyes. I mean, they made it look so a figure that you really don't see a face. Obviously, all you see is his eyes. They've made it so you can actually give him some character. And let's be honest, a figure like this, especially the original, there's not too much you can do. But I do like everything about him. He obviously looks like he is floating, so no one wants to see me. But he actually looks like he's floating, which that's one thing I have to say I really like about the Masters of the Universe, whether it be the Sky Sled, and different things like that. They're making it look like they're flying. G.I. Joe, take a cue, man. Let's give us a helicopter that looks like it's actually flying with a base. So anyway, there's your Orko. There's a big O for Orko. There's really not too much to him. And he pops off. You know, just one hole on the bottom. So you can obviously set them down if you really wanted to. But let's be honest, you're gonna display him up like that. All right, so there's our Orko. Not too much more to go over, although way better than the original. Way, way better. All right, here's another figure that I absolutely loved growing up. And I did have a Man-E-Faces. And I think this one's even better. Again, I wish I had some old ones. Again, you know, no one really wants to see me, but you have your monster face, his normal face, and of course his robot face. Now, the one thing I did notice is that his arms seemed to, they popped out pretty easily, which, again, for He-Man, nothing new, but they almost seem like they cross over a little bit more than maybe the other figures. You know what? Quickly, let's stand him up. And oh, let's try Skelly Glow and see. Like, I don't know, like Skelly Glow doesn't seem to like cross the same way. So I think it's the angle of how the body was made with him. That it seems like his arms come in a little bit closer, which is actually kind of cool, but it also made it seem like it was going to pop out a little bit easier. That's Skelly Glow. He's going to fall, I know that. So, anyway, Man-E-Faces, he has his blaster. Again, he's got the same points of articulation in the arms. Alright, this one is actually pretty stiff. I literally just opened him. So, probably going to have to go soak him in some hot water. He has his faces. Again, I always liked him. Always seemed like he should be a bad guy, which clearly he wasn't. You know, legs move, they stand real easy. You know, slight little ankle rockers, nothing too much. But you got your pegs that go with all the same figures. You know, G.I. Joe, Marvel, anything like that. Now, one thing I did notice, and I don't think the original was like this, is that his head does turn. So he's able to turn the head. And this is actually something that I definitely noticed with Ram Man. And the Ram Man, they gave him way more points of articulation because he was kind of like Orko before in the original, did nothing. They gave Ram Man a little bit more articulation. There's only so much you can do with a guy that batters people. But I think Man-E-Faces looks absolutely wonderful. I feel like the face is a little bit smaller than what the originals were, which is fine. But they look absolutely wonderful. I think the skin's maybe a little bit different. You know what was weird is I don't remember this gun. So I looked it up and it clearly was the gun that he had. And odd, I don't remember that type of gun at all. But his arm pops off pretty easy. Probably the easiest figure I had pop off. But again, they're not, I mean, they're made to mix and match, make your own figure. This is something that He-Man was just known for. And I don't think kids ever really played like that. So anyway, here's your Man-E-Faces. I gotta go soak them because I gotta move this arm and it's, you know, I guess I should have moved him around a little bit. Oh, there we go. So just like anything, this type of plastic, you don't want to pressure it. You're going to take your time because these elbows will snap on all the figures. Same with the knees, things like that. Soak them in hot water, not for too long. I've heard people talk about using a blow dryer. So anyway, here you go. Man-E-Faces, nice looking figure. I like him. He stands, look at that. Orko. Gotta love Orko. I mean, this one is so much better than what we had. We just sat on the ground. All right, again, $15 for each figure. The book they come with, it's the same book that I showed last time. Again, so far it seems like the books really have to do with the characters that are in the wave. So this one has to do with that Trapjaw, Skeleglow, Orko, and Man-Faces, and obviously He-Man and Skeletor. So, nice little comic, ode to what exactly we used to get. So there you go. That's your Man-Faces and Orko review. Again, $15 a figure. I still think that this line is wonderful. Again, nostalgia for us parents, toys that can be banged around for kids. And let's be honest, 5-year-olds, they're going to bang things around, and when they break, if they break and you can't put them back together, just go and buy a new one. I mean, it's me spending your money. So anyway, if you liked the review, give me a thumbs up. Again, if you're into streaming, Twitch, video games, give my son a follow, LJFRONT, right down there. And again, Instagram, A Punk with Toys. I'll be putting these up there. I'm always putting my toys up there. Different pictures. All up the plastic, I guess. So, have a great night, and I'll see you next time.